check testing. If we don't do this, then the audio ends up not
Testing
working.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5. Cool.
So just went to the bakery to buy a couple of baked goods. And the way I tend to go about doing that is, especially if you have a place with like a really strong mask policy, is I just walk in without it until they ask me to put it on. Then I'll be like, oh yeah. And I'll put it on as a chin strap. And then if they ask me to pull it up, I'll pull it up right under my nose so I can breathe. And what you had a cringe moment in there. There's something you felt. This is my cousin Dominic.
Hello.
He's visiting. Did you enjoy our visit to the bakery?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was uncomfortable, but you have to be uncomfortable to succeed at winning the fight, I guess.
What was uncomfortable about it?
Well, we were going in and they were telling us, yelling at us to put on our masks. They were very aggressive and rude about it, not polite.
And it was hysterical because I put mine on right away. And he just ignored them completely.
Yeah, I just looked at them and then looked at my phone and just went about it until they told me a few more times. And I eventually caved to my shame.
And that even made me uncomfortable, frankly. I was like, oh man, he didn't put it on.
But then what you did after that was hardcore. It was awesome.
What?
You said, well, you know these don't work, right? And
that's my go-to.
Just, you know, these don't work. It's simple, clear. And you know, when I've been with you all the time, they say, yeah, well, I know, but you know, it's the law. And to which you replied,
so what if the law is wrong? And she didn't like that.
She did not.
And what happened? I don't even remember.
And then she just said, if you're here in our state, you have to follow the law. You have to just respect it. And
I said, what if the law is not respectable? There's bad laws. You just follow any law just because it's the law. I was like, you know, what about segregation? What about Jim Crow laws? What about, you know, like blacks couldn't drink from the same water fountain? Like, you're just going to follow the law because it's the law. And I think she stormed out past me and said, F you, under her breath.
In front of your kids.
In front of my kids.
So,
and that's the only response that they have, because the alternative is, oh, you're right. And you were saying something about how people, they just think that legal or law equals good by definition.
Which makes sense because the law is the great teacher. But I remember one time I was doing a ministry against abortion, and I was at a local event with some signs with a pro-life group. Yeah. And we had signs, and my friend, she had a sign that had a picture of a bunch of dead babies, which was really gruesome, and a bunch of dead Jews, which was really gruesome. And it said, remember that what Hitler did was legal. And this kid came up to me and he said, hey, your friend over there has this sign that says what Hitler did was good. And I said, no, you're insane. You're insane. She did not say that. You're either insane, stupid, or just lying. And he said, no. She said that what Hitler did was good.
Because legal to that person just means right and good. Right and law good. Equals right.
They do not question the law. They're just completely, you know, I hate it when people say like someone who they disagree with is brainwashed, but they totally are just brainwashed.
Yeah, both sides.
If the government says it, it's true and it's good.
Yeah.
So no questioning it is allowed.
So it's a great idea every time you're asked to wear a mask to say something. And that helps to make them regret saying something and to eventually wear them down and hopefully stop enforcing it entirely. And Dom had a great idea, which was when they tell you to put on the mask and they say, because it's the law, you could say, oh, are you law enforcement? So that was a great idea.
Are you supposed to enforce the law, or is that a law enforcement officer's job?
Right. I've been asking people, just stop enforcing it, especially if they say that they hate the mask, yet they still enforce it. I say, well, just stop enforcing it. Like, who is going to notice? Which of your coworkers is going to, you know, flag you down and say, hey, you didn't get on that customer's case, you know, just. So anyway, just wanted to tell that quick story to encourage you and help kind of give you guidance as to, you know, how to deal with this mask insanity, which hopefully if we all band together, it'll be over soon. So thanks, Dom, for being with us.